Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. I hope you are feeling well. As you probably saw in the preview, we are snowed in. And God bless to BC who have, state of emergency flooding happening, Vancouver being the worst hit. We've had one person pass away and a few more missing. So God willing, it's not going to get any worse than this. So blessings out to everybody in Vancouver. And I could go on for a half hour saying about each place from, migrants at the Poland border to fires in the US and just on and on. So just God bless to everybody who's having any issues out there, because it is just a crazy world. And I sat down and thought, well, what do I want to do a reading about? Because I was really in the mood to do a reading. And I just realized, all the world leaders are potentially just not getting it done. It's what has happened to the world? We've got the U.S. being dominated by Donald Trump. We've got Putin and Russia making some really big inroads to destabilizing Europe. We've got Xi Jinping, who's, a martyr to his people, and yet China could be evoking some really major worldwide conflict, especially if they decide to go after Taiwan. So there's just so much to have to look at. So I thought I'm going to use my Angel God bless me, Angel Answers Oracle deck. So I'm going to ask a question and then get an answer from the Angel deck. And I'm going to use my trusty always I can't speak today. My trusty Rider-Waite. See, now that makes me want to just rewind and just start everything over, but I'm not going to. Sorry, I'm not. I'm in the mood for doing a reading. So, my first question up, I want to look at Putin. Is Putin trying to destabilize Europe? He's slow down production so that Europe and Germany are having to pay higher prices, and he wants that gas line to go through. And by doing that, he has the dependence of Europe onto Russia, which is exactly what he wants. And then on top of it, he's throwing lots of, there's 90,000 more soldiers being sent to Ukraine border. The Ukraine has been an issue ongoing. So just before I do the Putin thing, remember that at the same time that Putin's doing all this, we've got China and Xi Jinping taking China down another road that could cause world torment. So first, I'd like to ask the angel cards. Does Putin want to destabilize Europe? Is this his way of trying to take a swat at ultimate success during this time when the world is going through, everything? We can't even say it's just the pandemic. We're going through financial strain, pandemic strain, relationship strains. Social strains. We're at it, So, does Putin plan on trying to destabilize Europe? Is this his last hurrah? And we get compromise. Yes. And this just makes me, my belief. I believe Russia and China, even though they have separate wants, and, the CCP is going to want to take over Russia, and Russia just wants to take over whatever it can. It wants to build back up its, USSR type of deal. And by getting compromised, I truly believe this is letting me know that in the weird scheme of what's been going on in our world, yes, Putin is doing his last hurrah, but he's also doing it compromising with China, which is going against everybody who's democratic, whether you're in Australia or Canada or US or wherever you're from. And Australia, what is going on there? The protests, and it's just, ooh. Anyway, sorry. Putin. What's Putin's plan? Past, present, and future. Putin's plan, past, present, and future. Okay. In the past, we got the Four of Cups. So he wasn't happy with what he has achieved. This is basically withdrawing from the situation, going back, looking at the big picture, and making his plans. And that's exactly what he's done, because now in the present we have Temperance. It's like Putin believes that he is the guardian. He is the ultimate god of Russia, and it is his intention, and it was a spiritual belief of his that he is to bring Russia to its greater stance again. Temperance meaning that, yes, he is balancing out. He's doing a great balancing act of trying to, get ahead, take care of the gas prices, because what's he doing wrong? It's all about making money, and, at the same time, we know that he's going to be willing to let people suffer, go cold, die during the winter just to prove a point. So, with the Knight of Pentacles as his future, it just lets me know that right now, without anybody being able to crush him, without anybody keeping him back, the U.S. is having its own issues, and Biden and his administration are not focused on Russia. They're against the gas line, but what can they do? There's nothing they can do. I mean, Russia is controlling Europe's gas and basically their comfort, because come the winter, if they don't have enough, he has the ability to do this, and he's going to continue to do this. And I guarantee you, with the compromise card here, he's doing it with the help of China. I truly believe it. So, in keeping with Putin, I'd like to ask 2 more questions. We'll ask the angel cards, angel answer, oracle cards. And I'm going to ask one. Putin is testing missiles. He is putting 90,000+ soldiers down on the border with Ukraine. I want to know, is he planning on... we know he's trying to destabilize Europe. We know he's against NATO. And these things are the things that kept everything in balance, or at least in check in some way prior to, but we just don't have strength behind them the way we used to. So I want to know, 1, will Russia invade Ukraine? And 2, is Russia behind Poland's issue with the migration of people from Belarus? Because they're saying that Russia was helping Belarus to disarm the border and stuff. So I'd like to know if Russia has its hand there. Okay, so first, will Russia invade Ukraine? It's up to you. Let's check with the tarot cards. It's up to you. Page of Swords. Guys, he is definitely looking at this situation. He's the King of Cups. He has no emotion about doing it. He's just, this is what I want. I have this legacy I want to leave. And he's got the support to do it. I'm telling you, the Queen of Pentacles. China and Russia are having some dealings with one another. I truly believe that deeply. The next question I want to ask is Russia behind the problems at the Poland border now? Is Russia behind the Poland border issues? Abundance. I'm going towards yes, that this is to cause issue, just destabilize everybody and make everybody nervous and unbalanced, so Putin can take advantage. We've got Judgment. Guys, remember we said about Putin being the angel earlier, that he feels like he's the angel, he's the God sent of Russia to make Russia great again. With the judgment card here, I truly believe that Putin feels that he'll be able to realize his ultimate want to make Russia great again. You know, him and Donald Trump, right? All right, let's have a look at Xi Jinping. So next, I wanted to look at Xi Jinping and China, because in his home country, he's known as this humble man who came from, you know, a story of descent with his family, and he brought honor to his family name by surrendering to the CCP. And now he's the biggest CCP supporter, and he's the ultimate, you know, everything to the party and to the people. But he is also looking at Taiwan. He met with Joe Biden, and basically they both said, hey, this is what we think, this is what we think, and parted ways. The only thing that happened was that on his way out, China, Xi Jinping, decided that they were going to throw a warning shot to the U.S. and to anybody else who supports the U.S., i.e. Canada, that, listen, so they're planning on really, you know, sticking it to us if we decide to support Taiwan. And we have said that we will support Taiwan. So I want to know, will China go after Taiwan? You are ready. So yes, they're ready, willing, able, capable. They are just waiting their time out to find the right time to do this. So we got the Knight of Swords. You know, we're probably going to be seeing a situation that will come in the future of China rushing in and trying to take over Taiwan. This is Nine of Pentacles. This is something they truly want, guys. This is something I really think there's a strong possibility that China is going to make its way towards actually going after okay. What happens if they go after Taiwan? Will we support Taiwan? Will this cause tensions, if not war? Okay, let's check with the angel cards and then support it with the tarot cards. Are we looking at potential war? Are we looking at potential war? I don't like this question at all. Choose a new direction. We are on the road to some really rocky times, but we have the ability to choose a new direction. We have the ability to manifest something greater. And I know, you know, we're talking about world events and it can be really overwhelming, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is how you feel. And waking up in the morning and saying, I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for my breathing. I'm grateful to have another wonderful day. Even if your day is just wake up saying, that's what I want. Wish yourself the best day that possible and manifest that for yourself. Because all of this craziness can be really overwhelming. And I don't want to lose sight of the importance of our individual lives, you know, keeping a cap on the importance of knowing about the world and where we're headed, and you know, knowing that at the end of the day, we're all going to be okay no matter what. So let's have a look and ask, in a new direction, are we going to avoid any kind of world war? Is that what a new direction means? Like, or are we going through the change of a superpowers? That's what it feels like. I hate this. All right. China. First card up, we have the Death card. So here's the transformation. Next card up is the Page of Pentacles. So we're going to be hearing news about this. We have the Queen of Swords up. It's going to cause some fights. It's going to cause some strife. There's going to be some words coming out. There's going to be news coming out. I don't want to be the bearer of some bad news, but according to Tarot, I believe that we are going to find out about China making inroads, that we're going to be going, hold on now. They have the ability to do this. It's going to hit the news, and it's going to start some rumblings. It's going to start some issues that we're all going to have to face. So we really got to hope and pray for a better way, because right now, unless something changes, China is definitely going to be making some inroads. Okay, this has been a kind of difficult read, so I'd like to leave it on a more positive note. So let's look for a card for advice for us, because yes, it's important to know about what's happening in the world events, but you don't want to get overwhelmed by them or make your security in your own world less because of it. It's important to know, but it's also important to know that you can manifest good things for your own life as long as you make yourself feel it and believe it. You can make yourself good, even in this crazy world. That's the most important thing you can do for yourself. So advice. You got the Page of Wands. So this is perfect for, literally perfect for the last reading, because this is telling you, have insight about, the new path that we're going to be going down. So I truly believe this is like letting us know that, look, you're going to be hearing news and it's going to be scary. But like every other time, we're always okay at the end of the day. And that it's important to have the information, to know that there's possible news coming so you can prepare for it. So this means that we have insight into it. We know that there's a possibility of it. And hopefully there's people working towards avoiding this situation, or knowing, at least trying to figure out a formula of what to do if this situation was to happen at this time. Because let's face it, we're all under the gun financially, materialistically, health-wise, just everything. Our whole lives are being affected. So the advice is to realize we will go down a new path. This is the start of it, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a long time, probably longer than my lifespan will allow, but what a joyful time to be. What an interesting time to be here, hey? Anyway. All right, guys, that's my reading for today. And as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio. Oh, hold on now. Before we say goodbye, if you have any questions you'd like to ask, if there's something you'd like for me to read on, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I really appreciate it when you like. I appreciate it when you leave a comment. I appreciate it when I get the scatter email. I just really and truly appreciate you guys. So please feel free to ask questions, and I will answer them to the best of my ability through our tarot experience, our tarot journey together in this crazy, wild, I can't believe I'm here, this is awesome world. All right, guys. Cheerio. Take care.